and with my partner who is going to introduce himself. And today, on the issues on music for life, we are going to discuss about the African perspective. From let my partner also introduce himself and say hi to you. Welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Marial. To viewers, my name is Oyuga Moses. Oyuga Moses is a musician, uh, a music lover, a teacher of music, a performer, and mostly dealing with the performing arts. Thank you for listening to us as we share with you more about African perspective.
Thank you. This program will always be aired to you through several times, and it is good for you to share with your friends. It's also good for you to let other people learn about it. And I want you to understand that music is so much important. Music is part of our life. Ever since the world was created, or ever since the communities came into existence, they have valued music. Music gives a lot of information. It has a coded message that makes the society to grow. It's part of literature. And therefore, let us listen to an expert on matters concerning music. Moses,
Yes.
I want you to tell us, why do you think music is important?
Thank you, Dr. Marial. Music is important because one, music is communication.
Yeah.
Two, music is part of therapy to our day-to-day life.
Yes.
Then lastly, music is an art.
Music is an art.
Which involves creativity and imagination to the of performance.
Okay.
Yes.
Means of communication.
Yes.
When one has an idea, he can communicate that idea through music.
Yes.
When he wants to relay an information about the society, about someone, about how the society can be corrected, how the society can use it as a tool for communication.
Exactly.
In other words, that means, it's also a performance.
Yes.
And why do you think people value music? Because I think everybody wants to listen to music. Everybody, whether small child, whether grown up person, music. Why do you think some people sing it?
The reason why it is important to all of us, despite the age and all that,
Yes.
is because it is influential and associated with our spiritual listening, and that is why, as I said, it's a therapy.
Yes.
When you listen to music corrects, rebuke, but when you crown it with love, it sounds that the message is passed.
Hello, our listeners. This evening we are going to discuss about music, and I have my people who are on the other side who are going to give us more insight about music. As you can see on your screen, we have music for a living, and we are with Moses Omalo and his friends. Let me put them also on stage so that at least we can be able to hear from them what they are talking about or what they are telling us about. Brother Moses, welcome. And can you hear me? Brother Moses, can you
Hello?
hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes?
Yeah, if you can hear me, that is okay. Now, uh, today we wa- today we want to discuss about music, and you are facing me. I'm somewhere in a hotel, so and you are somewhere in a friend's house, so you can also. Now we are going to discuss about music for a living,
Yes?
and in this discussion, we are going to learn more on how music is important and how music can
Yeah.
become a living, can earn a living for someone. So, can you introduce
Yeah.
yourself to our listeners and to our viewers, and then we can go to the topic. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Dr. My name is Oyuga Moses.
I'm I'm
Uh,
waiting for you.
yes, can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you, but
Hello?
your voice is a little bit shaking. I don't know whether it is internet or what is the cause.
Could be, but I'm getting you very well. Can you now hear me?
It's gone.
Hapo imekata. Au bado na nini? Hello?
The WhatsApp is supposed to update. Hello? 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 It's gone.
Hello?
Maybe his network.
Hmm.
I can hear you now. You are very clear now. I'm now you introduce yourself to our listeners, and then we can go to the topic.
Okay, my name is Oyuga Moses. Oyuga Moses is a music lover, music teacher, a performer at the same time, a composer and an arranger of African tunes and melodies. That is what I do to earn a living.
I can see you have another friend of yours. Maybe he
Yes.
can also introduce himself to our viewers, please.
Hello, I'm Joaquin Odum. Um, I'm also a church music trainer who loves a lot of church music, arranger, and also a composer of the same. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much for your information and for your introduction. And be able to discuss with people. I don't know why the internet is not stable. Maybe on your side. So, Moses,
Yes.
in a nutshell, what is music?
Music is a language of pitch. that has three components.
Mhm.
That is sound, rhythm, and movement.
Yes.
But in general, music is creativity, imagination, or something that when it comes out and sound to the ears, it pleases the ear. That is what we take as music.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. And music, I think, is very present.
Yes.
Do we really mean by saying that someone is a composer? Moses, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Moses, can you hear me?
Very well.
So, if one is a composer, what do we mean by that?
Composer is a creator.
I'm saying if we say somebody is a composer, is a music composer.
Yes. When
Or
someone is
in a nutshell, can we say he is like a composition writer?
yes, is a writer with the musical skills. Hello.
Your internet is not stable. Your net is not stable.
Huh.
Try continuous and good.
Yeah, let us look for an alternative as we continue. Is it my internet ndio iko na shida?
Normally Airtel is not very.
Hmm.
Please forward me that link.
Hello. So ulikuwa umeweka huko utapata wapi?
See.
Hello. Hello.
www.stream.
Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? Hello.
Hello.
Yes, Daktari, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you, but we are trying another
Hello.
option with the. We are trying another option here on the
Oh,
laptop.
you're
I use the, I use the
yes.
Airtel, but is now using the Safaricom.
Which option?
Is using the Safaricom.
Oh, yeah. Because
I was
your
using the
net,
Airtel. I think that could be the problem.
mm,
Yeah.
your your net was not stable.
Yeah,
I
because
think
of
Safaricom
Airtel.
would be better. The net for Safaricom would be better.
Yeah, he's trying to work it
Yeah.
out.
So I can hear you now. Maybe okay. Okay. Before he works it out, let us put this one for people.
So I can switch this.
Mhm. Y-
Gary Joseph, and this is the program for Music for Life. And with my partner who is going to introduce himself. And today, on the issues of Music for Life, we are going to discuss about the African perspective. Before then, let my partner also introduce himself and say hi to you. Welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Marial. Viewers, my name is Oyuga Moses. Oyuga Moses is a musician, a music lover, a teacher of music, a performer, and mostly dealing with the performing arts. Thank you for listening to us as we share with you more about African perspective.
Thank you. This program will always be aired to you um, through several times, and it is good for you to share with your friends. It's also good for you to let other people learn about it. And I want you to understand that music is so much important. Music is part of our life. Ever since the world was created, or ever since the communities came into existence, they have valued music because music gives a lot of information. It has coded message that makes the society to grow. It's part of literature. And
Yeah. I think you are clearer, but you are very far from. Your faces are not seen clearly. So can you adjust the camera directly to see your faces, please? That would be better. That is great.
Mm.
That is great. Now, let's go back to our topic. Our topic is about
Yes,
music. And I think the
yes,
Safaricom data are very stable now. You are very clear. So,
yeah,
Moses, can we go back
yes.
to who is a music composer?
A music composer is the one who is creating,
Can you hear me?
making.
Yeah.
I can hear you. Yes. A music
Yes.
composer is the one who
Yes,
creates.
I can hear you. Uh-huh.
Yes, is the one who creates, make, evaluate, and produce uh, music in a written form. Hello?
So, can we say you can liken him normally with I'm saying you can liken him normally with a composition writer?
Yes.
Can you liken him with a composition writer or with a Anesi writer?
No.
So does music need literature?
What? Come again. Does music needs what?
Does music is music the same as literature? Literature.
Or literature? Literature
Is it a
is
literature?
part of it. Those are elements in the music,
Uh,
because when you are creating music, you are dealing with the notes,
mhm,
musical notes, and for you to communicate, you must have the
mhm.
lyrics. Those are words,
Yes.
and these words needs to be created in a
Yes.
poetic manner to fit the musical
Mhm,
notes. Yes, so music is poetic, and those are elements of music in general.
mhm.
Yes.
Okay. So anybody can become a musician. Can anyone become
Yeah,
a musician?
anyone. Yeah, musicianship depends on the interest and ability
Mhm.
of uh, uh, performing what we call
Yes.
the musical aspects. If you have the gift of singing and all that, you can develop, because it is a talent that is tapped, nurtured, and added with the
Mhm.
passion.
Okay.
Yes.
So let us go to our main point of discussion. Our main point of discussion is music for a living. How can one
Yes.
make music
Sorry, I'm breaking.
You're breaking.
music an economic and for be
You're breaking. I'm not getting you fully. There could be problem on your mic, the other side. Come again, please.
hello, your internet was somehow unstable. So how can one make music as an economic earner?
Yes, Mr. Marial, we have been advocating for our music as an industry to make our musicians
Hmm.
feel that music is also one of
Hmm.
the economic uh, ways of earning a living and even developing our economic. And that is why we
Yes.
have what we call in heritage the um, um, African music and cultural
Yes.
festivals for people to adopt.
Yes.
And when it is done, there is money that is used for getting the
Yes.
tickets, paying for the stage performances,
Yes.
and even
Mm.
getting to the marketing areas like media, the YouTubes, and all that.
Hmm.
It pays, because once you register
Yes.
your music with the royalty, where whenever it
Mm.
is played, you are paid.
Yes.
Even in a bus or an hotel, a pub, you are supposed to be paid. But now it depends on
Yes.
how you cover your music with the royalty.
Mm. So when you
Yes.
compose a music, you must have a copyright.
Yes, you have to register your music before it is performed
Hmm.
so that whoever is performing would be able
Yes.
to buy at a given price.
Hmm.
Or if it is a live performance
Mm.
with a group, it has to be paid in
Yes.
prior before the performance on
Yes.
stage. Yes.
Yes. So what about the music for school? Can it too be copyrighted?
Music for schools,
The music one composed for schools, can it be copyrighted? Yes.
yes, it is covered with the royalty because the composer, when you compose for a school has
Hmm.
to pay for that work. Remember, that is um, a personal that has to be paid with the
It's
royalty
an art.
before
It's a
it gets to
personal.
school. Because
Yeah. Yes.
yes, the one who is composing,
Mm. What if somebody, when you perform and you are, yes. What about if you compose and you are paid for that music? Can you go and do the copyright for the same music?
you have to do that copyright
Hello, can you hear
because
me?
even if you are paid, that that one is called intellectual property,
Mm-hmm.
and the school has to
Yeah, it is
pay.
intellectual property.
Yes, so before you surrender to school, you have to cover it because the school will use the
Uh-huh.
group to sing it like
Yes.
students and all that, and they have their
Yes.
right. Even the students that are singing, they have their right. They should be paid,
Yes.
of which the schools, most of the schools have been violating the rights of the singers, be
Mm-hmm.
it the students or the teaching staff and all that. So when you are doing the agreement for
Mm-hmm.
composing for a school, you
Mm-hmm.
have to indicate even the royalty and tell them that they only pay for
Mm-hmm.
your services and not for the intellectual.
Yes. Just continue. It's the net is fluctuating.
Yes, I think it's both sides. I was saying, can you hear me?
Yeah, it is both side. I can see that.
Yes, I
Yeah.
was
Mm-hmm.
saying that when I'm contracted to do a piece of music to compose for a
Mm-hmm.
school, the school doesn't own the music composition
Yes.
because it is my intellectual property. We discuss and agree on the royalty payments, and they pay only the services. My services is what they can pay, but the composition part of it is not their property. So if they want to own it, they have to pay for that to own it.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
So okay, it is not a little bit clear on after the school pays you.
yes.
So the right of ownership has gone to the school.
Not really.
Uh-huh.
The ownership of the composition it
Yes.
still remains with the composer,
Hmm.
and the school only lies on your permission as the composer. As you
Hmm.
work with them on the same
Hmm.
contract, they are paying for your services, which
Hmm.
means you allow them to perform your items with their children to a
Yeah.
certain level, but the ownership of that music still remains with the owner, which is the composer.
Hmm.
Yes, that is what
So
we
that
do
means
even.
that means that means the composer can use the music again in different places at different occasions.
Exactly after the completion of that, maybe the festival or whatever uh,
Yes.
performance they have.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah. Because I'm looking into the issue, like you remember the Tawara Kenya Tawara and other songs that were composed by that man. Eh? I think he
yes,
still holds the rights to them. Eh?
is the one to
So
own those rights because
yeah, and how do you make music to become a living, to earn a living? Can you live only by singing or by composing songs? Is it possible?
you can do. No, not everyone can compose, but you see when you look at even the platform like YouTube's and Skiza Tunes, people do make their songs, they produce, and they take it for the Skiza Tunes for earning. Some of them just perform; they don't record them,
Yes.
but they perform. They
Mm,
are paid live, like I Am Africa, and the rest. They perform live, and they are
yes.
paid for that. The
Yes.
people who do
Yeah.
normally do the composition are few because you have to be skilled on that line to a
Yes.
certain point that you are able to
Yes.
write a piece of music
Mm-hmm.
following the right criteria and the principles of guiding on that composition composing.
Okay. Great.
Yes,
Someone is asking me,
yes,
does it mean there are not many people who can compose music? The composers are few.
exactly.
Uh-huh.
Exactly. It's just it is a gift, by the way. And this gift, you have to add it
Mm-hmm.
with the knowledge, proper knowledge on how to do it, because we have different categories of music. We have composition, original composition. We have special composition with the themes.
Yes.
We have
Yeah.
adapting and arranging from our local traditional tunes and melodies, and then you can pick a tune and try to use your skills to create a new thing inside that to make it sound differently the way it has been heard. So it's just skills that are given to
Yeah.
few. And even right now, we have started what we call Kemkanet. Kemkanet is association for the Kenya composers and arrangers in Kenya that is led with our president, Mr. Um, Sylvester Tieno, Music Department KU, to
Okay.
try to
And someone is
have
asking me why. Yeah. Someone is asking me why
yes.
is Moses speaking a lot more than the other guy?
No, the other guy, when he's given time to speak, because you keep on calling Moses, so he cannot respond. So Mr. Jacking is here, can
Okay.
also
Yeah.
contribute.
So
Yeah.
You are gone again?
Yeah.
Hello? We lost you?
Yeah, as we come to almost coming to the end, I want our partner to tell us what it takes for him, or how did it go? How did he go about it to become a composer?
So music composition entails, first of all, one has to have some musicianship within him or herself. Then the talent is a developable talent. For example, if a kid goes to school and starts learning music from early stages, like in my own old days, when you were by the grades of class 6, 7, 8, we were already able to read notes, look at rhythms in music, and be able to now read some small pieces of music, very basic ones. Now, moving on, then somebody can do a certificate or diploma in music. And through that, the music syllabus entails the different components of sight reading and interpretation of different music pieces. And then there is the component of composition that is taught within the music syllabus. So it is with the musicianship that somebody can be able to adapt quickly, because you're able to read rhythms, read different pieces of music, then now create your own. And the process is a progressive one, because uh, initially you would compose very simple pieces and very short pieces. Then gradually you develop into more complicated and more interesting pieces of different genres and different structures of music composition within a given genre or different genres.
Oh, that is very great. Very, very great. So now somebody is asking me, can you start singing with a very hoarse voice, or your voice is not good for singing? Can you become a musician?
Yes, exactly. As you know, music is just like any other training. You can walk, but you cannot march like a soldier until you are put on track on how to march and steps, and you do it several times. The voice, we have what we call voice techniques, the choral training, and the ranges of your voice. That is why singing is completely different with the public speaking. Speaking and singing, singing is a bit complicated than speaking.
Ah, that is
So,
great. So someone is asking me if he wants to reach to you people. Which
yes.
numbers?
Yes, we have our numbers. My number, the first one is zero seven
Yes.
two five 93 0447
725
93
0725.
0447 072593
Sorry, 07.
725
Okay,
93
93
0447.
725.
Yes.
Yes,
Uh,
0447.
yes. Or
What about our friend? Our friend is
Joachim,
his name
yes, Joachim,
George.
Joachim
So
Odum.
Joachim,
George's number.
Joachim.
Joachim.
Remember Joachim Chisano, the same name as Joachim.
Yes,
Yes, Joachim's number is 07
Joachim's number 07
0708
08
88
88
01.
01
Yes, 59.
07 08 88 5.
59.
59.
Yeah,
59.
59.
Yes, I put it on
Okay.
the comment section of this meeting.
Yeah. So confirm whether there are those on the screen.
Exactly.
Yeah, there are those on the screen. So anybody who wants to call Moses and Joachim, those are the numbers as you have asked. And what are your final words as we come to the end of the program?
Uh, we would, I personally, I would urge the budding musicians who are asking questions on how to get to the track and become composers or know how to sing better, just to have the musicianship in them, the passion. The talent, when it's added with the passion, it creates what we call commitment. So let them just have the spirit of knowing more and more and do a lot of practices. They can even join the school choirs, the colleges, and even the church choirs to develop their vocal techniques and the positioning of their level.
On my
Okay, thank
part,
you. And Joachim,
Jo-
yes.
on my part, I would recommend that we cultivate more in our younger students who may have shown interest or who may in future show interest after proper training in music matters, and also do more of practical aspects of music so that our students, our young people can adapt, so that we can be able to propagate this good talent that helps us even socially in our lives, to even part of treatment of social illnesses, that can help somebody to calm down the mind, and therefore can also be helpful in treatment of depression and all that. So music is wide, and music can help us a great deal, even economically as an economic income earner, and also in terms of helping our churches to move on with evangelization work, and also to even preserve our African culture, and even for other foreign cultures in terms of music and other compositions. Thank you.
Uh, Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And because today we had a lot of interaction on internet, tomorrow we get some time, and then we can also continue with it, because I can see there are so many people interested to learn more about music, especially composition of music.
Yeah.
Because someone is telling me, music today, the music that is being sung today is very funny, because it doesn't have it doesn't resound to be good. It's like the composition is so bad, and they would like to go back to the former music that when it was sung, it will sing to someone's heart. So tomorrow we shall also have another time, an ample time. Moses, you'll inform me the right time that we can go on air.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Is that okay? I
So
think
up
most.
to this, okay. What time?
Okay. I was thinking of maybe the morning hours.
Yes.
That would be ideal because we have some other commitments from noon.
Yes, morning hours around what time? We can see how we can go about with our programs.
Okay.
Maybe
10.
from 10.
Yeah, from 10.
Okay, so from 10 up to 11, it will be 1 hour.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, and have a good time. Have a good evening. May God bless you for getting time to speak to people, and people are so much interested in music. Someone is telling me that I have learned things that I have never thought about, and
Yeah.
can now see music in a different way. Okay, thank you so much. God bless you.